Hey, it's Liam, and today is, I think, Saturday the 13th, and it's like 2:30 in the afternoon. It's about the time that I hit the road last week when I was at the beach, because we had a thunderstorm. But today, it's beautiful, and I'm going to be sticking around for a bit longer. So today, I almost didn't come today because I just didn't sleep well last night, and, didn't want to get out of bed, but I also wasn't happy in bed. I usually love staying in bed, but wasn't feeling that, so I got my ass out of bed and got myself to the beach. Got a good parking spot. It may have something to do with the fact that it's a bit cooler today than it has been lately. So there's not so many crowds here as there was when it was like high 90s. So there's people walking behind me. That's a new one. There's never anyone walking behind me in my videos, but there they go. So I am at the north end of the beach where the sand ends, and fortunately, every other time I come here, this area is covered with seaweed and it's dry and it stinks like you know what, but not today. So today, the sand, the tide was in. Whoa, I'm getting a little crooked. The tide was in around noon. I think they said it was noon because it's full moon. Yesterday, today, full moon, so high tide's at noon, and it's interesting. I've been here enough times to watch different things happen as the tide comes in and as the tide goes out. So sometimes when people get here soon enough and the crowds get here soon enough to set up shop in these flats, these low tide flats, and then the beach fills up kind of evenly, and then the tide comes in and pushes people back, and it creates this kind of crust of crowd right at the edge of the splash zone, and it becomes it's awful there. The beach is cut. Well, I mean, it's not in this area, but the beach gets steep and cut there, and then the people that go into the water end up being just right there at the water. Right now, it's the flats area is the water's low enough that people can spread out, and then right after the splash, the waves were crashing right onto the beach, and then the people try it. I'm a walker, I walk back and forth, so you can't on days like that. But today, and then the chairs and the umbrellas and the beach blankets, they all start at the same place too, and it's just very packed. And then afterwards, the tide goes out, but the damage is done, right? But today, getting a cloud. Today, between there being fewer crowds, not really a crowd at all, and that the tide was basically in when people got their butts to the beach. Nobody was pushed back, so ended up being, but it was close. It could have been bad, but it wasn't. And at the south part of the beach, where there's an inlet into Seabrook, last time I was here, there were it was covered with stones, and it was very painful to walk on. Today, no stones. I have no idea what. As I was watching the tide coming in, I saw them taking the stones and pulling them down, so I don't know what throws them back up onto the beach later. But I was glad that I didn't have to walk through them. But I'm tempted to eat something from the shit shops. The snacky kind of seasidey kind of. But I just don't want to waste my time along the way. I can stop anywhere on my way home. I paid for a ticket to park until after 4, so I still have a couple hours left, and I don't want to spend that time, just eating food that I could eat at home, or I can order from the corner place down the street from me at home. So I haven't had a lot to eat today either. I had coffee, and then I had 5 Cheez-Its, and then I went for my first walk. The beach is about a mile and a half long, so every down and back again is 3 miles, and I'm just back. It's about I'm at 9 miles now, and at some point I did have a little package of donuts, those little white powdered donuts. Sat in my truck and ate them. So I'm just when I'm here by myself, I don't have a blanket and whatnot to dump my stuff on, and you don't want people to steal your stuff while you're gone. So I just leave everything in the truck, and then I put my phone in a Ziploc bag because I'm a genius and a dork like that. But the number of times I got splashed up to my hips, and my phone's fine, as you can see. That's a good thing. So I'm at the 5-minute mark, and there's people in the background. I don't even know what to do about this. So I'm gonna sign off here. Thank you for watching. This has been Liam from Bay State.